Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you all. Happy rainy Tuesday. Hey, the good news is it's supposed to be 60 degrees on Friday. See a little white car driving around with the top down? That would be me. So, if you missed today's meeting, we introduced and welcomed Dalton Olson. He is a family friend of Rick and Doreen Seddons. So, welcome him when you see him. He is going to be successful and he's excited to be here. We talked a little bit with priority lending. Rates are stabilizing. Also want to remind you all that we have the priority whining coming up next Tuesday. Speaking of next Tuesday, we are not having a business meeting next Tuesday. Those of you watching this right now, you're welcome. We talked a little bit about Next. Next has been delayed. There are more bugs currently still being corrected, and rather than roll out with a significant amount of bugs, we'd rather roll the program out when there's just a few of the normal bugs. So stay tuned for any training that you did not yet participate in or for a refresher. Go to my desk, the John L. Scott Library, scroll all the way down, and there are how-tos and there is video. Honestly, you have plenty of time at this point to get yourself up to speed, so we're really counting on you to do so. We talked a little bit about a couple of subjects, one of which was an escalation addendum. I'm seeing the escalation addenda stricken in purchase and sale agreements, which leads me to believe that listing brokers and sellers are striking that out rather than kind of doing it's not complicated, but burdensome math on that addendum specific, and just asking for highest and best. So prepare your buyers accordingly when you're working with a buyer. They may want to use an escalation addendum because they believe that even though they're showing their hand regarding how high they're willing to go, that it gets them in the game. But prepare them that just might be stricken and the highest and best request might be coming in. The other conversation we had was about letters, part 2. And the reason it's part 2 is because it was brought to my attention the other day, another way to look at letters. So, buyer writes a letter and says, "Oh, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I love your house so much. It's our dream house. We've missed out on all the other dream houses that we've written, and we've been looking for months and months and months, and the baby's almost due, and the job's almost ready to begin." And seller gets that letter and goes, "Woohoo! We've got a live one!" So be prepared too now to counsel your buyers that a letter might be the way to go. Side note, remember you don't write them. But the buyer needs to be aware that it could compromise their negotiating strategy, not only when it comes to price, and they're going to pay what they're going to pay, but think about down the road when it comes to repairs. Sellers saying, they love this house, they want this house, I'm not doing anything. So again, our role is to be able to position our buyers with them making informed decisions. So we give them the good news, the bad news, and then we follow their lead. The other thing that we talked about was Northwest MLS discipline. 12 out of 26 of the hearings were about people marketing properties prior to them being active in the MLS. So don't be one of those silly people. 4 of the disciplines were about people using the key for, well, let's just say not for real estate business. A couple of the issues were about, one was a designated broker, but also a managing broker loaning their keys to people. I don't think any of us want to write a couple $1,000 check, so just be very, very careful in how you conduct your business. And if you have any questions, please do come to me. We're going to be streaming the Buffini Success Tour tomorrow upstairs in the meeting room. So if you happen to be in the office and you want to watch a little bit of it, it will be up there available to you at no charge. There's a couple new books in the library. We have Give and Take and also Never Split the Difference, which is a book that's written by an FBI profiler, and both of those books are on negotiation, so hopefully you'll find that beneficial. And then we have a new John L. Scott affiliate office in Roslyn. So when you're over there having fun at Suncadia, stop in, say hi. The IRS says that you can write off a trip, the percentage of the trip equal to the amount of time that you spend conducting real estate activities. So I'm just saying, spend an hour there. Maybe it's a write-off, maybe it's not. If anything, it's a nice getaway. If you haven't had Code of Ethics yet, please come to my class at TAPCAR on the 7th. And if you need core for your upcoming license renewal, that's being held at TAPCAR on the 11th. So you can go to tapcar.org, find out information on both of those, and that's all that I have. I hope that you have a great day. See you in the sunshine on Friday.